Hi guys, today is Sunday, March 25th, and welcome to episode 69 of Knits and Stuff. My name is Alicia, and today we'll be talking about finished objects, works in progress, and pretty things. But first, welcome to those of you that are new, and for those of you that are returning, thanks for coming back. If you haven't already, there's a group in Ravelry you can join. It's called Knits and Stuff Podcast, and there'll be a link in the show notes, which are at knitsandstuffpodcast.com. So yeah, let's get started. Finished objects. I have one finished object to show, and it is my TARDIS socks. So here they are. These are the Police Box Socks by Audrey Nicklin. The yarn is Bad Wolf Girl Studios in the colorway Galaxy LMC, I think. It's either the colorway or the base. And then the contrast colors, the black and white, is Miss Bab's Yummy 2-ply toes in Naked and Obsidian. And yeah, I think I was around here last time I showed you guys. So I knit the rest of the foot on the second sock, and now I have a finished pair of TARDIS socks. So yeah, I'm excited. They have not been blocked yet. They are just on sock blockers, but I still need to wash and block them, and then they will be ready to wear. So yay! I'm excited. I am glad that I finished these before Comic-Con, so that's good. So yeah, that's my finished objects. And then works in progress. I have another pair of socks on the needles, and I showed these last time as well. And these are the toe-up socks. Oh my gosh, my needles are everywhere. Toe-up socks with a difference by Wendy D. Johnson. The yarn is Mustache Yarn Perfect Sock in the colorway Dark Side of the Moon. And I'm knitting these on US 1s, 2.25 millimeters, on some Haya needles. And yeah, I think I moved this. So I was around here last time. These are, yeah, toe up, so I've made a good amount of progress since. And these are going to be Afterthought heel socks, which if you've seen, this is the first sock. If you've seen these before, you'll know that I was knitting this and didn't realize how far down the foot I had gotten already, and I had passed the heel, so they turned into Afterthought heel socks. So that will be my first time trying that. But yeah, so that's how far I got on that one. And then these are living in the sheep silver shed project bag. And yeah, I think this is the small size, maybe. So yeah, that is work in progress number 1. And then I have number 2, something I just started the other day, is a swatch, actually. So this is, it's not blocked yet, but it's a lace swatch. And if you have seen the shawl before, you might recognize the pattern, but it is a swatch for the EVENSTAR shawl by Susan PANDORF. And this is out of a silk lace weight yarn that I got from Pigeon Roof Studios. I think it was like a no-name base that they had, and they were selling them on for sale, like in bulk, kind of. So I have 3 skeins of this lace weight silk yarn, and it's in this like minty green that I really like, so I thought this would be perfect for an EVENSTAR shawl. So that is what I'm going to try and do if I like the way that it turns out, which I think it'll block out fine, and the yarn seems sturdy enough to not, I don't have to worry too much about, or it's not too delicate. So that's good. And yeah, and so the swatch, I knit these on US 3s, 3.25 millimeter needles, and I actually got a new pair of signatures for this project, so I will show those later in Pretty Things, because that's when I have to show all the stuff that I got from Stitches West. But that's going to be coming up pretty soon, because this is the only other thing I've been working on. But yeah, so that is my second works in progress and my last. So before I get into Pretty Things, I guess it's kind of a transition into Pretty Things. I wanted to show a little knitting book log kind of that I've been working on. I have seen some other podcasters and other knitters putting together like a knitting journal, and that's kind of like a log of basically like a notebook version of Ravelry in a way, and I really liked the idea of having samples of the yarn in like a log, and also having like the yarn tags, because normally well, sometimes I would keep the yarn tags, and then I'd get to a point where I have too many yarn tags, and then I would just have to recycle them and just get rid of them. But I do like the idea of keeping one for a project that you worked on, so you have all that information just in case like Ravelry didn't have everything, or you like forgot to write down the die a lot or something. Okay, so I was starting using this I think green room notebook. Is this a green? No, it's banana leaf. I think this, yeah, banana paper. So I started using this banana paper notebook because there's a little bit of room in it, but it is spiral bound, and it also has kind of like this envelope. And what I did was I would write kind of the project name and some information about each of the projects, and like have the yarn tags and the yarn samples on it. And I kind of I did like the way that it looks, but since the paper is spiral bound, it's not, or the notebook is, it's not really, you can't really remove the pages and rearrange them if you need to, which I kind of want to be able to do, especially if I go back and try and do pages for older projects. I like to be able to put them in chronological order. So I actually went to a convention for planners and like planner accessories and stuff relating to like bullet journals and calendar, agenda things, and all of that planner related stuff. And Filofax had this really neat product called a clip book. Yeah. And so with the clip book you can rearrange, well, with I think all of the Filofax products you can rearrange the pages. So I ended up getting a new notebook and starting to use that as a knitting journal. So this is the clip book. I feel like I'm selling it now. I have my pen in the top, and it's a 6-ring binder style that opens up, in the middle like you would normally open a binder, so that way I can take out pages and move them around if I need to. So that's great. And then I also like that I put in dot paper. So I don't think Filofax, or at least not on their website, they didn't have dot paper. I was going to use graph paper, but then I found dot paper on Amazon from a third-party seller, And yeah, because with the other notebook it was lined paper and I didn't really like that look as much, so I got dot paper, and I also made a little cover for it. So this is my cover. It says Knits and Stuff. And I was asking my friend Miriam, I was like, what do you think I should call it? Should I call it like a knitting journal or a craft journal? Because if I start making a log of like other things besides knitting projects, I might want like something more general. But she was like, why don't you just call it Knits and Stuff? And I was like, oh, that does make sense. So that's what I did on the cover. And then this is a sample of the first page. So this is that antler hat that I made, and it's basically the same as the other notebook, where it's just a sample of the yarn and the tags. So I thought I would share my little Knits and Stuff journal, and maybe show more parts of it as I fill it out more. But yeah, let me know if that's interesting or not. But yeah, I'm excited about excited to be able to make something that will move us right along into pretty things. So I have quite a lot of pretty things, and that's kind of a good thing that we went through pretty quickly with the projects part, because I have some things to show from Stitches West. And I actually didn't buy that much yarn. I didn't want to buy too much yarn. I didn't get any fiber this time, just because I already have a lot that I want to try and get through. I set up my Ravelry project page for the challenge that they have. So you can create a challenge in Ravelry to finish so many projects within a year. So I'm going to try and do 10 this year, and I feel like I should be able to do that. So I've already finished quite a lot so far though, actually. But yeah, it's moving along quickly though, so it's already the end of March. But anyway, so I didn't get as much yarn, but I did get a lot of knitting accessories. So I will start showing those. So the first thing I got was this Viewfinder project bag by Erin Lane. It's a Game of Thrones themed sheeple, and yeah, you can see the little Iron Throne, and what else? I couldn't figure out if this was supposed to be Ned or John, but yeah, either or any other Stark, really. It could have been. And then they have the little sheep with the bell, probably saying shame. And yeah, so there's all these fun sheeple that look like Game of Thrones characters, and that goes with my oh yeah, I have it right here. I got another one that's Doctor Who themed, so now I've got 2 of these little viewfinder bags, and I do really like having this clear section so you can see what you have in the project bag, because I'm starting to have a lot of projects in different bags and starting to forget which ones are in which bag, so it's nice to be able to see inside what you have. So that's from Erin Lane. And then from Miss Babs, I did get some yarn for socks. So I got 2 different colors of the Yummy 2-ply toes. They are Dark Fury in this like deep burgundy color, and then Suspense in this teal, dark teal. So I'm going to use those for some self-striping socks to be contrast heels and toes, which I'm excited to do because I haven't done that before. And then also from Miss Babs, I finally got, last year at Stitches, I got this shawl pattern called Woolen Waves. Okay. And And I got the set of colors, but they didn't have the gray contrast color, or the main color, I guess, which is Quicksilver. But this year they did, so I did get that, and I wound up all of the balls, and they're now inside here. I can't really see, but there's the Quicksilver gray in here. So that's from Miss Babs. And then in this bag that the shawl project is gonna live in for now until it gets too big for it. This is a chicken boots bag. Let me close it back up. So it's kind of like a medium-sized bag, again with the clear section that I really like, so you can see what's in it. And they have llamas on the front. They're so cute. I really love this fabric and the color scheme, which matches the color scheme of that Wool and Waves shawl. So I thought that was perfect for this. And then it's got this little handle so you can carry it around. And yeah, so that's so this was listed as a charm keeper on my receipt, and I don't know if that's actually what it is, what it's supposed to be called, because it seems like kind of large to be called a charm keeper, but maybe that's just the way, like the style of the construction was what they were calling it. I don't know, but so that's this bag. And then also from Chicken Boots, I got another one of those small bags, which is perfect for socks. And it's the clear wristlet, so it's got this front pocket here, and then the main pocket for your yarn, and if I can open it up, so it opens up, and then it's perfect for a skein of sock yarn that you could, or a small project that you could fit in here, and then again a strap you can carry on your wrist, and it would be good for knitting on the go. And I actually tried knitting and walking, and I found that I could knit and walk, but the bag that I was using kept spinning around, and it was getting tangled in my yarn. So I want to try using a bag like this, and hopefully it doesn't spin as much, or the other bag wouldn't really spin at all because of the way that the handle is, but it's a little large for carrying around on a walk, like during my lunch break. So yeah, anyway, so this is my little clear wristlet, and little foxes, so cute. The fabric at Chicken Boots is really cute. Anyway, so I went to a needle runs through it, and I got another needle minder, which I didn't really need, but I got it anyway. So it's a little Dalek magnetic needle minder, so if you're doing any cross stitch, you can hook it or stick it on the front of your cross stitch and the magnet on the back, and then you can stick your needle just on the front, and it'll hold it safely. So yeah, so I got one of these. And then I also got, this bag. Yeah, so I got this huge, oh my gosh, it doesn't even fit in the camera. This huge project bag with sloths and little iguanas on it. Again, the fabrics are so cute. I couldn't resist. But I did say before I went to Stitches that I wanted to get more project bags because I was running out of space. Or running out of them for my projects, so that's what I did. Yeah, and then from Never Not Knitting, I got a little enamel pin, which is right here. So this is a little enamel pin from Never Not Knitting, and yeah, it's a little yarn ball with some needles sticking into it. I thought it was really cute, and I've been collecting enamel pins. So that's, yeah, just another to my collection. Not many of them are crafting related, but after Stitches and then Planner Con, I got some like crafting-ish related ones. So before, most of them were like nerdy things, I guess, like video game and Firefly. I have like a set of Firefly pins from Loot Crate and just a lot of pins from Loot Crate actually. So yeah, it's nice to have some like crafting related ones. And then from Signature Needles, that's where I got the circular needles for the EVENSTAR. So I got needles and a cable, and then I ended up realizing that I would need another size cable because I think I got ones that were too small, and then so I ordered online another cable, and then also double points because I forgot that I would need the double points. And yeah, so I got some double pointed needles for the EVENSTAR. I wanted to get I just wanted to get pom-poms in general for hats, but I found one at Neighborhood Fiber Company that was really cute and I thought would work better with the antler hat that I made, just because I felt like it needed a bigger pom-pom. So I got this furry pom-pom. It's so cute. My friend and I were at Stitches and we were in the Neighborhood Fiber Company booth, and she just kept like wiggling all the pom-poms. Yeah, so I got this giant pink, like dusty pink pom-pom. And I just got one because these were actually a little bit on the pricier side, but because the ones that I got from Etsy were a little bit smaller, and I don't know why there's like it's kind of like clumped up over here. Anyway, the ones I got from Etsy were a little bit smaller, so slightly more affordable, so I just got one of these. But yeah, it's a giant pom-pom, and then on the end of it actually has a string instead of or I guess not a string, it has a ribbon instead of a string, so it's nice and thick, and you're able to like tie it pretty easily. So I really like that you can kind of temporarily put a pom-pom on your hat and then move it around as needed. And I heard on the Knitmore Girls, they mentioned that someone else, I think, had the idea of putting a button here. So you just tie the pom-pom onto the button and it holds it in place very easily, and then you can easily take it out and move it around. So yeah, that's on my antler hat now. The last thing I got was kind of an impulse buy, but it's some Madeline Tosh sock in the colorway the Uncola, and I really like it's got these like dark jungle green colors, and then like speckled pink and blues on top of this white yarn and yellows. I think it's gonna be so pretty. And I didn't know, so the Uncola is a thing that I never knew about because I think it was slightly before my time. But there was this series of ad campaigns for 7-Up, I think it was. Pretty sure it was 7. It was either 7-Up or Sprite, but I think it was 7-Up. It's basically not like a cola drink. And they had these ad campaigns for calling their drinks like the Uncola, and it had this like tropical scene thing because it was like a citrus, like lemon and lime. And yeah, anyway, it was really interesting to watch. But yeah, I'd never heard of it before, but then I guess that's what this colorway actually looks a lot like, the tropical scene. So yeah, I really like it. I don't know, I probably will make socks out of this, but yeah, I don't know, because it's so pretty. I kind of want to make it into like something that more people would see, but I think socks would be fun too, so we'll see about that. But yeah, so that is the skein of yarn that I got, and okay. So I think that's it. That's all I have, hopefully. Oh wait, one more thing. Okay, and then so I got, this is a gift actually, so for my birthday, Christmas, I guess this is probably Christmas, I just met with one of my friends, and she went to Copenhagen, I think is what she said, where she got this from. But she found a yarn shop in Copenhagen and got this, so interesting, it's made in Peru, I just noticed that. But she got this alpaca yarn that's really soft and fuzzy, and I love it. I also love the colors. But it's Viking Oko alpaca, 100% super fine alpaca, and it's produced for Viking of Norway, but it's made in Peru, and it's a probably a bulky weight. Well, yeah, it's supposed to be knit on US 9s, 10s. So anyway, yeah, so that's the yarn. And it's so squishy. I don't know. I feel like this wants to be a cowl, like a big wrap around twice cowl. So I might do that. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so now that's all I have for you guys. I thought it was going to be a shorter show. Well, it's pretty short. Thought it was going to be shorter because I didn't have any, have as many works in progress. But yeah, still had plenty to show and talk about. So anyway, hopefully should be able to record again next month. So yeah, in about 4 weeks or so. I'm glad I could fit it in this weekend. So anyway, so social media stuff. I'm Eliana Knits on Ravelry, Unperfect529 on Twitter, Instagram, etc. And show notes you can find at knitsandstuffpodcast.com. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next month. Okay, bye.